Who doesn't love a great chicken salad sandwich? Especially in the summertime. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do with the leftover rotisserie chicken. You're going to want to stay to the end of this video to see the 2 ingredients that I use that make this the best tasting chicken salad sandwich. The only thing required for chicken salad is essentially chicken and mayo. We love this sandwich between a fresh croissant, but it's also great straight up. Or you can go the extra mile and add my favorite type of cheese and lettuce. So let's go make my favorite chicken salad sandwich.
These are all the ingredients you need to make this awesome dish. When I have leftover chicken, I bag it up into freezer bags and freeze it until I'm going to use it again. So this is some leftover chicken that we've pulled out of the freezer and thawed, and now I'm going to dice it up into tiny pieces because it's way easier to eat on a sandwich if it's tinier. So I'm going to cut enough to equal 3 cups of cubed chicken. The next ingredient is 4 to 5 diced green onions. The next ingredient is 2 stalks of celery diced. Now, as you can see, I have 3. That's because they were shorter in length, but one thing I like to do is take my celery stalks and cut them horizontally down the middle so that they are smaller bite-sized pieces. Fun fact, I do not like celery. That's something I don't enjoy eating. So I still put it in all my things because my kids and husband like celery. So when my kids were little, we did something called a no thank you bite. Now every little kid looks at a meal and says, "Ooh, I don't want to eat that." But we asked our kids to take one no thank you bite to try everything before they made a decision whether they liked it or not. Because there were some things as a kid that I had to eat and did not like that. So I think that everybody should try it and see whether they like it or not. But there are always things that you don't like about a meal. And in every meal I make, somebody in my family doesn't like an ingredient in it, but it's usually 1 out of the 4. This is a meal that I would omit the celery if I had my choice, but it still gives a great crunch and my family loves it in it. So we make chicken salad sandwich with celery. Mayonnaise is your first ingredient for the dressing. You want 3/4 to 1 cup of mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip. I'll repeat that again, mayo, not Miracle Whip. Let me know in the comments which you would prefer, whether it be mayo or Miracle Whip, when you make your chicken salad. Next, add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Then take 8 fresh basil leaves and mince those. I went to Costco this spring and bought a beautiful deck basil, and it smelled beautiful. When I was gone on vacation, it died. So when it came to using fresh basil, checked every grocery store, could not find any fresh basil. So I found this slightly dried basil at the grocery store and it worked. Packaging suggested 1 tablespoon, and so that's what I put in, and it tasted great. So it worked out perfect in the end. Next, I added 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And you mix the mayo, lemon juice, salt, pepper, and basil together until they are well incorporated. Now add the chicken, the celery, and the green onions to the mixture. The first secret ingredient are red grapes. You need 1.5 cups of grapes sliced in half. I don't know about you, but I tried that plate method where you're supposed to put 1 plate on top of another and then slice it down the middle. That did not work, hence why the grapes are all on this little plate as I'm cutting. So I cut them 1 by 1 by hand. Usually one of my teenagers are in the kitchen and I ask them to help, so they get on slicing those red grapes while I'm putting everything else together, which is a huge help, and I always appreciate my kids helping me in the kitchen while I'm getting ready for dinner. So that was 1.5 cups of red grapes sliced in half. The next secret ingredient is cashews, roasted and salted. You need a half a cup of roughly chopped cashews, or you can use sliced almonds if you prefer, but I think the cashews are the best. Let me know in the comments whether you would rather have almonds rather than cashews. I again like these chopped tinier so that there's more throughout the salad. So it's going to take a while. Let's do some time lapse and speed this up. Next, add your cashews and your red grapes into the bowl with the other ingredients. Gently fold all these ingredients in together. Now, if it's a little too dry for your liking, this is where you can add more mayonnaise. It's totally personal preference on how wet you want your chicken salad sandwich to be. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I love to eat this on a croissant, and I will actually make a special trip to buy croissants when I make this chicken salad. A wonderful piece of romaine lettuce or a butter leaf lettuce also works great, one with a good crunch. And then Havarti cheese is the other ingredient that makes this chicken salad sandwich the best. I love to pile these sandwiches so full of chicken salad. It's just falling out as I'm filling it up. But anyways, as I bring it in closer, you can see how awesome that sandwich looks with all the wonderful toppings on it.
The best thing is that your chicken salad will stay fresh for up to 5 days in an airtight container in the fridge. If you enjoyed this video, you'd probably really enjoy my other recipes on how to use leftover rotisserie chicken. I have both a chicken noodle soup recipe and what we call chicken divan. It's a great casserole dish that is also requested. My kids love chicken. So click on those videos that are going to come up next, and you can learn other ways to use your rotisserie chicken. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by clicking that little thumbs up button, leaving a comment, or even sharing it out so it gets more views. Thanks to all my returning subscribers for your continued love and support. You guys are the absolute best. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love it if you did. Click that red subscribe button and click on that little bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.